Hi friends, so it's time for another update. I felt our last update was positive and making progress, but as it goes, we've hit a speed bump. Before I get into the update, we haven't been able to run any fundraising events this year. Please can I ask you to think of ideas for fundraising while adhering to the COVID protocols? Please can you post your suggestions in the comment box below. Alternatively, use the details in the description box to reach out to me or visit www.helpmorgan.co.za. October has been quite a complicated and demanding month. It started with a tummy bug. Morgan got very sick, and as a result we headed off to casualties to get some meds and back home to get some rest. Unfortunately, after 3 days, Morgan was still not able to keep anything down and severely dehydrated, which resulted her being admitted to hospital from the 10th to the 14th of October. Slowly she has started to recover, but it took about 2 weeks. The bug didn't just affect Morgan, nope, it slowly made its way through our family and even Morgan's grandparents. Luckily, we've all recovered. The day Morgan started feeling better, she took a small bite of her sister's cupcake without us knowing. With feeding therapy and OT, we've been encouraging her to try new foods. She felt this was something she wanted to try, and unfortunately, we didn't know until it was a bit late. Morgan reacted badly. She had fallen asleep. This was normal for her, especially with recovering from a tummy bug. We didn't think anything of it until almost 2 hours had passed. We were struggling to wake her up and she was going blue around the mouth. Her vitals were incredibly low, so we quickly started pushing fluids through her tube, administered all her medication and called the doctor. After about an hour, she started stabilizing. This reaction continued for the next 5 days, which meant monitoring her vitals every 30 minutes during the day and leaving her hooked up to the vitals monitor at night. The alarm on the monitor went off a lot. Since this reaction, all the new foods we had introduced for Morgan, she is reacting to. It feels like a giant leap backwards. She is back on only lamb and avo. From 15 foods she was tolerating, we're back to 2. Some mornings I wake up and pray it was all a bad dream. I took Morgan for a consultation to see her doctor, to discuss treatment to help her. With all the effort we've been putting in feeding therapy and OT, the last thing I wanted to do is to remove food again. Morgan's situation is extreme. She is not making the progress her doctor was hoping for. After a long discussion with the doctor, it has been decided to run some more tests on Morgan. These are quite extensive tests, so Morgan will be hospitalized in this coming week. On top of this, we are continuing fighting with the medical aid for approval. However, on Friday afternoon, we received a phone call to say that Morgan's neurocate and her feeding lines have been declined. They say she is not failure to thrive, despite dropping 1 kilogram during October. So now we have to follow the appeals process. This is very time-consuming and exhausting. Morgan is still completely dependent on neurocate, essential amino acid mix, and Fantamalt for survival. Even though she is almost 3, she still requires 5 feeds per day through her peg. With our application being declined with the medical aid, we now have to pay for her feeding lines on top of that. It really does become overwhelming and stressful very quickly, but we are blessed in so many other ways. I will keep you updated throughout the week on Facebook as to how things are progressing in hospital. The link is in the description box below. Please remember to share your suggestions and comments for fundraising ideas. For more information, please visit us at www.helpmorgan.co.za. So that's our update for October. Thank you for watching our video, and please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss an update.